Alright, hey, what's up guys? This is T-Bone here. Welcome back to another episode of playing Gemstone Legends. Once again, we're doing a live stream, and today we're going to be doing Guild Wars because it is Guild Wars Day, right? And it also happens to be the day where you can get free artifact removals. So take advantage of this day, make your swaps completely free so you don't have to spend any gold. But what we're going to do is we're going to jump into Guild Wars. I figure on Saturdays might be a good time for me to just kind of do the Guild Wars type fights. One, you get to sort of see how Guild Wars kind of works, and two, we can sort of talk about different defenses, we can talk about strategies, and we can think about how we can get past some defenders, and also how we can potentially set up an attack team. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look. We're really close right now. We're just 5 points ahead of our opponent, so it's been good. And let's take a look and see what we've got going on here. Definitely I want to take advantage. I want to try and put Akuma into work today, and I also want to try and see if I can get Pan in on some action. So we're going to look for teams that have a stronger green focus, right, if possible. And right now I do see that team number 5 here in the bottom. It also is a pretty strong team. It's very close to the one that I use. It basically is a very defense heavy team that uses in this case, Vigo is going to be the main attacker here. And so in order to take out this team, you also need to have a strong defense yourself. Okay. And so we're going to look at that potentially as the team to go after. And then we've also got a couple of teams here. There's one that's been like, wow, it has 6 win streak right here. If you take a look at that, it's crazy. There's a 6 win streak. So it probably took a lot of my guildmates by surprise, and so must be a pretty well established team. And so let's take a look and see. I'll probably want to come back into this because this one had a 6 win streak, so we do want to take it out, and it has 95,000 power, so I think it's deceptive in how strong it is. If you take a look, so Tessix, this is really, the spell shield reflects, so I guess the idea is if you attack, you get damage back, and Vigo is going to be attacking you a lot. So I wonder if it's just a matter of Roland being the issue here, right? So Roland inflicts decreased defense, which makes you get hurt more. It decreases your attack, and let's see. I'm trying to understand like what might have happened here. We got Trentor, which is a healer as well. So I guess if I were to bring something in here, the idea might be that you want to bring in blue attackers. But then by bringing blue attackers, what's happening here is if you don't take out Roland quickly enough, Vigo is going to put a hurt on you really bad. And so in this situation, it might actually be better to bring in a red attacker to attack, because then Vigo deals less damage to you, and you definitely need to have a red or a off-colored taunting hero in this case. So that's my thought anyways. So Don, let's see, you're near your dedicated capsule you can hatch later. Thanks a lot for joining. Hopefully you'll be able to catch up later. So I'm just going to be streaming this. I'm just going to take a look and do my analysis of the teams I want to go against, and see how we do. Win or lose, right? I think it's good learning experience for everyone. Anyway, I think it's a lot of fun, so let's give it a shot. Skylar, it's 2 a.m. for you, but you're watching. Oh, I should get started then. All right, so let's take a look here. I'm going to go after this team. It has a 11 win record, only lost 3 times, very similar to the team I have. And with this kind of setup, the first thing I want to do is that you want to make sure that you give them heal block, right? As much as possible, you want to block their heals. Even though it could get dispelled, you have to keep it up. You got to keep up the heal block, because as soon as they start healing, it's going to be problematic. And so let's see. So I'm going to be bringing Akuma in here, okay? And I'm also going to be bringing in, let's see, I'm going to be bringing in a defense for sure. The question is, which one am I going to do, right? I have an option of bringing in Martin and Gaffadeth. So what that does is that gives me some neutral color advantage against Vigo. I don't have a good Najar. That's the thing. My Najar is not strong enough, so I'm not going to bring it in. I feel like, you know, given that this team has won a lot, I'm gonna go with a very similar setup. Like, let's try like a mirror setup, right? So what I can do is I can actually do like a mirror type setup, but I'm not going to bring in. I don't think I'm gonna bring in Aurora. Just actually, I can, right? I can bring in Aurora. It's just that Aurora will get targeted. I'll have Akuma as my attacker. Okay. And I can also, if I want to do a mirror setup, I can do Helica as a healer as well. And then, so I've got my taunt hero, I've got my healer, I got my attacker, and what's going to be my support? One of the supports I was thinking about actually is going to be Mrs. Claus. So my thinking here is Mrs. Claus, I want to get rid of all of their defense and all of their I want to get rid of the. I want to get the protective shield removed, decreased defense, and I want to get rid of their increased defense. I want to put increased defense, decreased defense on them. Mrs. Claus is red, so she's going to take less hits from Vigo, and I think Akuma is going to be able to deal some good damage there. And I'm going to bring in a battering ram. Let's see, the battering ram will deal damage to single enemy for 20% of their current HP, 20% of their current, and 10% of their max. And so for a high defensive unit, this could come in really handy. All right, so the problem here is I'm definitely probably going to be slower. I'm expecting that there's going to be a swamp here, and so Helica is going to be really fast, and then I expect that. I would expect Helica and Aurora to be really fast, but my Akuma has Revive. And so I was wrong. So all four of them are super fast, right? And so let's see what happens here. So they're definitely going to start attacking Akuma, right? But they cannot... The thing is, they can't actually dispel. They don't have anything that dispels here, so I'm not terribly concerned. Okay, so let's go ahead now. Let's go and see what we can do here. So we do need to make sure we do our matches, and so we're gonna go like this. We need to focus on our purple, red, and green. So we need our green gems to taunt, and let's see. I'm looking for opportunities where I could also match my reds and greens, but I don't know that I can. So let's see. What's going to be my best play here? Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to clear out as much as we can all of their buffs, right? So we're going to clear out their buffs, and I don't need to heal any right now. I do need to make sure that I get my red match. Oh, I don't have anything to match here, do I? So 1, 2, 3. So this way I can get some green gem match and also my red. All right, so let's take a look, right? So let's go ahead and take out Alexander. Okay, so we can't just yet. And I haven't matched enough to get the purple dragon going. So this is going to be a little bit of a challenge here. So let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3. Okay. And so we're going to get attacked here. So Akuma is going to end up dying. Okay, so he'll revive himself, and at this point he's going to be getting all of the taunts, so I can use this opportunity first. I don't have to worry about this for now. Let's see, so Dawn, do I think it's worth buying war machines? War machines are going to be very, very helpful. You want to make sure that you bring the right you want to make sure that you are bringing the heroes that are going to help you for sure. Not heroes, the machines are going to help you, because they can actually they can really be effective when you're in a bind. And so let's see. So I don't want to heal Akuma actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on getting my red gems match, and I'm going to clear out their positive stats. Okay, so I'm going to clear out their positive stats. Then I'm going to go ahead and use Akuma to deal more damage. Okay, and so let's see. So 1, 2. Okay, so first let's see what happens if we use the battering ram. So the battering ram takes out quite a bit of chunk of damage there, and then we use Akuma. 10,000 there. I guess I could probably deal more damage against Alexander if I had the decreased defense. So you can see he's really hard to kill right now, but we're almost there, right? And so I think if I can, I want to increase my combos as well, right? So 1, 2, 3. So we've only got 6 turns left for, oh my goodness, 1 turn remaining, but because we have heal block on him, he's not going to get healed just yet. All right, so he's not getting healed, so that's good. But now he's going to get healed by Helica. Right, so that's going to be a little bit of a tough thing. So let's go ahead and try and remove all of this. The resistance is really high on Alexander too. Okay, we're kind of running out of time here. We have 5 turns remaining, and right now I'm heavily focused on Alexander because if I don't, it's gonna spell trouble for me. Okay. So what to do here? Alexander is definitely my primary focus right now. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we have increased defense, increased attack, right? So our attack's going to be increased. This is going to work to our advantage right now, although with full health that I have to deal with, it's going to be a little bit harder. Okay, so let's try again. Okay. Still couldn't get the increased defense. Let's see how much damage we can deal to Alexander now. 20,000, still not quite enough. 1, 2. Okay. 1. I'm gonna have to start using my taunt pretty soon now. Okay. So we have our last turn remaining. You can see there, Vigo is really going to be the one that's going to be dealing damage. This is my last turn remaining. I'm going to have to take care of this this turn, right? So we're going to go ahead and activate this. We're going to go ahead and get rid of everything if we can. And good, so we do have the negative status applied onto him. So that should take care of him. 41,000 damage is how much we're able to deal. Okay, now the next one we're going to take care of is going to be... We can start taking care of Vigo actually. So we have this 1, 2. This is where. So our the thing that we have to make sure is we have to keep our Alexander taunting as much as possible. Okay, we're gonna heal with Helica. We're going to keep Alexander taunting. Okay. There's no red gems. Okay, 2 turns, so I'll be able to get... Okay, good. I can get Alexander's skill going. We have 2.5 minutes remaining. Okay, so we don't have a ton of time either. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, right, so we gotta kind of go fast now. All right, let's go ahead and get this going. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and activate our Mrs. Claus, and then we're going to take care of Vigo. So that does take care of Vigo. We're now going to go ahead and just continue to do our red gem matches now, and we can start dealing more damage to Aurora. Or I guess we can also deal damage to Helica. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. Less than 2 minutes remaining at this point. Okay, so less than 2 minutes. Let's keep going here. 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna keep matching my red gems, and I'm gonna just go ahead and use Akuma against Helica. 54,000 right there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and there you go. Oh. That was an 8-minute, more than 8-minute battle. That was a really good setup. Really difficult team to deal with, but the key here is I was able to use Akuma for this purpose, but really what I would have done, I would have brought in a red attacker anyway, and I would have just kept taunting with Alexander. Okay. Now, Mrs. Claus didn't work as well as I would have liked, in that even though she has pretty good high accuracy, you saw that there was a lot of resist. Okay, so they probably had increased resistance and everything was just like not landing. I did manage to get rid of their increased defense quite a bit, and so we were able to take him out. That was a really difficult match, but we got it. That was pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy about that. And now, so let's see, who should we take on next, right? So we have, now I want to take a look at teams that have like mostly reds. I don't have teams that are mostly red because I have a lot of blue setup, right? So let's see. So we could definitely go after this team that has 6-win streak. But I feel like this one is going to be tough as well because of Cassia. Although with Cassia, she really gets benefit really only if you can give positive stats on her. So let's see, what teams do I have here, right? So what am I worried about here? I'm worried about the burn. Okay, so let's see. Who would I bring in here? I'll probably bring in Martin. I'll probably bring in Rogar and Aurora. Rogar, Aurora, Martin. Okay, so Martin, Aurora, Rogar. Lady V, nice to see you here on stream. Thanks for joining here. Don, yeah, it was a pretty tough fight. And then for my fourth hero, the issue is going to be all the negative stats I'm going to get, right? So if you take a look at Cassia, inflicts vulnerability and everything. And so I think my best bet actually is going to be, where did I go? My best bet is probably going to be Sigil, right? So this is one option. But the other thing is, I noticed that on this side, I have another team that is also going to be pretty difficult for my guildmates to get through. This one has won 11 times as well and only lost 3 times. And then the team number 2 has won 13 times, only lost 3. And so these are strong teams that are going to be really difficult to get through. And so for, let's see, here, what we've got is... I could also use this team against this, I think. The biggest problem is going to be with... The biggest problem is going to be all the negative stats that I'm going to get from Zarkon. So who's my leader here? I use attack or I use speed. I should have more speed because I'm expecting I'm going to hit a swamp. Okay, so what are my choices here, right? So the leadership right here increases the health, so all of their health is increased by 38%. There's probably going to be swamp. I'm gonna come in and increase the speed of all of my heroes. My Sigil and my Aurora and my Martin are all relatively fast, so I'm hoping I can go quickly. Eliani is going to be a little bit of an issue if I don't have Martin going, but I'm hoping that I can take care of Zarkon quickly and I can take care of Lurikar quickly. If I can, then it's not going to be an issue. Those are the two that are going to give me the biggest problem. And they don't have a Dispel, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Purple Dragon once again. And I'm going to bring in my Battle Ring round. Keep in mind, if you don't use your War Machines when you bring it in, you're going to lose it. Okay, you're going to lose your War Machine whether you use it or not. So as soon as you bring it in, don't forget to use it. I do it all the time. I keep forgetting. So in this case, the one that I'm going to be used up against is probably going to be Eliani, because this deals damage based on health. And the one that's going to have the highest health here is going to be Eliani in this entire team, this entire setup. And so that's the one that we're going to go with. All right. Let's go for it. This is a 11 win and 3 loss team. So there you go. We do activate a swamp. So we are, we are going to be a little bit slower here, but we can still go second and third because my Sigil and my Aurora are fast enough. I just need to really prepare. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, right? Because what happens here is I'm worried that my Rogar is simply going to get taken out. That there's a very high likelihood that happens, right? And so what's the right move here? I need to get rid of the Dark Gem, and I need to get rid of the Red Gem. Let's see what happens here. So they're gonna take Rogar, right? I'm not expecting Lurikar to hit Rogar, right? So gonna hit. Oh, my Sigil's gonna die, isn't she? So that was a big problem right there. And I'm probably going to lose my Rogar soon. So this is one of those cases where I came in with everything all sort of figured out, and then it ended up not working in my favor anyway. Okay, so that was this is gonna be one tough loss. Like, I'm hoping I can at least steal enough. No, I got taunted by Eliani. So let's go ahead and taunt. So we have taunt now from Martin. So that's the problem, is I couldn't get Martin's skill going, right? Am I still taunted? Am I still provoked? I am still provoked. This is the biggest problem. I didn't expect that I would lose Sigil so quickly. I actually expected that I was going to be able to survive a little bit longer. So this is going to be a big loss for me, just because I think that what's going to happen here is my Rogar is simply going to die. So once it's my turn again, I think the 3 things of bleed or poison. Yeah, so my next turn, I'll probably end up dying. Still provoked. 1, 2, 3. Right now, it's just a matter of trying to do some. I'm just trying to do some damage control at this point, right? Okay. Nah, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do to address this issue right now. we're gonna come back and reevaluate what happened here. It's like we went through a tough fight, and then we lose really badly in the very next one, right? So this is really, you know, I think a misstep on my part. Number one, I accounted for the fact that there was going to be a swamp, right? So there was definitely that. But I think what I didn't account for is the fact that my sigil seems to be a lot weaker than, you know, like I thought the sigil was going to survive longer for sure. I thought the sigil was definitely going to survive a lot better than that. And unfortunately it didn't happen. Okay, and so this is going to be the end of everyone, I think. Yeah, I can't get through. I can't get through right here. And so that was sort of an issue on my part. So well done. This is a good team. And now I'm gonna have to rethink my strategy again. Right. So if we think about what happened here, Zarkon went first, and I guess the decreased defense probably is what caused it, so that my sigil took a lot more damage, and everyone just kind of focused attack on her. Eliani's, you know, I was expecting to be able to use Sigil's skill to cancel everything out, right? I was going to dispel everything, but she died before I could even use her. And so that part was the one that got me. If she had survived, then I could have dispelled everything, and I could have gotten Martin to start doing taunting, and I would have gone after Lurkar, would have gone after Zarkon, and that didn't happen. And so that unfortunately didn't work out this time, but we went 1-1. And that was, I guess that was okay. Like it ended up evening out. We're still, so I basically gained 20 points and I gave it right back. So we're still ahead by 5. And that was unfortunate. So we really need to figure out how to get through this team right here. And I think speed is going to be the key here, and high resistance, dispel. Like definitely need dispel. But this right here, I would highly recommend this type of style team right here. Really difficult to get through, lots of damage, and really hard for people to get by. You can see like how badly I actually lost with that. And so that's one of the teams. And the other one I wanted to try out was Pan. Like I said, I wanted to try bringing a team with Pan in here. So let's see which one do we have that we can go after. So these are 85, 89. So I guess we'll probably go with this, right? So this one, what do we have to deal with? So Bavaric ignores 20 defense, so it's a single enemy. And then we've got Tharlik that also inflicts stun. And then we have Emmett that's going to taunt. And so let's take a look and see what we can do here. So we have taunting, everything. So let's keep it with, when this happens, I like to keep the Ruby Dragon to deal some damage there. Stay positive. Yeah, I mean, like it's the wrong thing to assume that you're always gonna go in and you're just gonna like win all the time. And I think I like the fact that I learned something from the engagement. All right, so what do I do here? So Emmett is going to be my taunting hero. I got Pan here, who's going to be attacker. I'm worried about the stun, right? I don't have a good dispeller. So my biggest weakness right now is I don't have great supports that can keep me from getting stunned and healed. I mean, I have these units here, so let's see. We've got Jodis, removes negative status, and recovery. Right, so she's definitely going to get attacked, and I'm not sure she'll be able to survive. My Hempy is going to be pretty fast, so I think I'll go with her. But I don't have a leader right now. I don't have anybody who's a leader just yet. Turret? What does she do? She resurrects an ally and restores mana. Okay. And she also grants increased attack. But I don't have like a good leader. And I'm still working through my my rares here. So what I do? What's my fourth unit gonna be? Santos is not quite. I don't have anyone with leader ability right now. I mean, I could go in with Ketra and just kind of go this way. Ketra against Ketra. I'm missing something here. So I got my greens. I don't want to bring a dark hero. I don't have a good leader. I don't have a healer is my problem. I don't have a healer. So let's do this. I don't think it's necessary for me to bring in the Ruby Dragon to deal damage there. I think I need some heal as well. I expect my Hempy's gonna go first. Do I need to bring a battering ram? That's right. I just realized I forgot to use my battering ram in the last fight after telling everyone you need to make sure that you use your battering ram, and I totally forgot. So yeah, so that happened. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're kind of going toe-to-toe in terms of our... Oh, my goodness. 1, 2, 3. Kind of going toe to toe. Pan keeps getting picked on, huh? So who's next? This is the annoying part. Pan is going to not even get a chance to attack. Is she? She's not even going to get a chance to attack. That's going to be the unfortunate part. So her health is too low, is the issue. That is so annoying. I am so annoyed right now. I can't believe that I brought in Pan hoping to use her, and then she's the one that kept getting attacked. All right. We're gonna have taunt here, right? So this is a really unfortunate sort of sequence of events here, right? What can we do? Well, we could still use Ketra. So we're just gonna have to keep our heroes healed, and I think we'll be able to just take out. We'll be able to take him out here. All right, so at least we remove that, and then we're going to taunt once again. And let's see. So let's start going after Ketra now. The right thing to do is to go after Tharlik, actually, just because he's really going to be the one giving us trouble, right? So there you go, he's stunned. The stun's really going to be the biggest problem. So I think that's what we do. We really want to go after him, right? So 1, 2, 3. And he's going to use his skill again against Emmett. And Tharlik is turning out to be a big problem for me, right? Using Ketra's skill on him feels... No, I think I should do this. Didn't get my... I did not get my shot going. Okay, so the goal here is to take out Fabric. Any means necessary. Okay. That stun. That stun is what killed me. Gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm doing terrible today. I did terrible here, right? So that stun from Tharlik is what I didn't account for. And because of that stun, I had one more turn I was going to go and I didn't go. And I could have taken out Fabric, but it didn't work out for me, right? So now the problem is going to be dealing with... I guess I could at least take out... one hero. So I would have taken out a total of 2, right? So I'm gonna get stunned, and then that's it. Basically, game over. So once it's Tharlik against a single person, and then you have Tharlik that's stunning, like it's basically game over for you, right? So, I gave up 20 points. 40. I gave up a total. I netted negative 40 points. So this is actually a really terrible Guild Wars fight for engagement for me. Walked in hoping to use Pan, and she didn't get a chance to hit because I was trying to take out Tharlik as soon as possible, and it didn't happen, right? And so this was a bad engagement from my part for sure, and I think that probably bringing in Hempy was the right thing because of her speed. Like I was able to go first because of that. But yeah, the swamp really hurt. And next time if I were to go in here, what do I need to do? I would need to make sure that my Pan is stronger. I should have come in with higher health for her. So the problem is she didn't have high enough health, so she got impacted first, and that was not what I expected. I expected Hempy to get attacked earlier, but everyone went after Pan, even Bavrik and Emmett. And so if I brought in a strong dark card, that probably would have worked. But in any case, unexpected, but that means I learned something here. So I've done videos on rare heroes, Lady V, and all of these kind of just shows like, you know, they're really good still, right? Like this is the reason why you want to evolve them. This is the reason why you want to use them, because of situations like this. People don't expect certain things to happen like this, and you know, in my situation, Tharlik was the reason that I lost, right? So Tharlik was the reason that I lost this, and hopefully, at least though, by taking it down to my guildmates will be able to take him out. So now they're ahead because of me. So we're now down by 15 points. So I'm going to have to apologize to them. And, you know, hopefully they'll be able to recover for me. I'll save my 3 fights for later. Probably going to have to do engagements on the tower side. But yeah, so that was this week's Guild Wars. 3 fights. 1 win, 2 losses, not a great outcome, but you know, at least I learned something there. The recap hopefully helps you all as well. And let me know what you guys think. Any suggestions, feedback, we'd love to hear them all. And hopefully you guys like this kind of content. I plan to do this more often, weekly from now on, so that we can, you know, continue to see different defense and different ways of attacking. And hopefully I'll get a little bit better and lose less. Anyways, thanks guys for joining me, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care. And I'll probably do a unit highlight next time, and then next Saturday we'll come back for another Guild Wars again. All right guys, take care.